Yo, y'all are not ready for what just broke the internet. Brace yourselves, cause this ain't just rap beef or industry cap. We talkin' about a shocking 911 call that just surfaced and got everybody from O-Block to ATL whisperin' the same thing. Durk ain't clean in this. That's right, Lil Durk, the self-proclaimed voice of the streets, just got his name dragged into what might be the wildest twist of 2026. A call to emergency dispatch, recently leaked online, has fans gasping for air and the industry in shambles. And this ain't no prank call or TikTok clout. Chassin, this is a straight-up witness statement, a shaky voice on the other end of the line whispering, he was there. Durk was there, but y'all ain't heard that from me. Now listen, when that call dropped, social media exploded. IG Lives went crazy. Twitter turned into a war zone. Bloggers started scrambling for dirt, while Durk's camp went dead silent. And y'all know what that means. But wait, it gets worse. Sources say this ain't about no petty dispute or old street drama resurfacing. This witness is claiming to have seen something go down, something violent, something personal, and they're saying Lil Durk ain't just an innocent bystander. They're saying he might have had a hand in it. Wanna know who the witness is? Why they waited this long to speak, what really happened that night, and why the 911 tape was buried for MONTHS. Don't go nowhere, because what you're about to hear will blow your mind. This ain't no ordinary rap news. This is scandal, betrayal, and secrets that somebody wanted to stay buried. Strap in, we got receipts. And by the end of this, you gon' be asking the same thing. Is Durk really clean in this? The moment that 911 call hit the net, it was like a nuclear bomb dropped on the timeline. Every blog, every Shade Room clone, every YouTube page from Say Cheese to Candidly Cassie had it up with that grainy audio looped on repeat. He was there, Durk was there. But y'all ain't hear that from me. That whispery voice, nervous. Shaky, like they knew speaking those words might cost them everything. And yet, they said it anyway. Now, what's got the streets on edge ain't just the mention of Lil Durk's name, it's the timing. Because this ain't just random. This 911 call came just hours after reports of a mysterious shooting outside a private rented mansion in Calabasas, where several unnamed individuals were injured, one critically. And guess who fans already knew was in LA that weekend? Durk, seen on IG stories, posted up in a Maybach with tinted windows, flashing teeth and peace signs, claiming he was just out vibbin'. But now the streets are asking, was it really just vibes or was something darker going down? Word is, the mansion was hosting a super low-key, invite-only party. No flyers, no paparazzi, just industry insiders, a few models, some weed, some lean, and allegedly, a heated argument that spiraled out of control. See, folks at the party say things were already tense before midnight. Durk pulled up late with a small entourage. No big crew, just a few familiar faces and a mystery guest nobody could ID. That's already unusual. Durk moves calculated. He don't step into a spot unless he knows who's there, who's watching, and who's holding heat. So why show up at a party that, by all accounts, was already messy? Some say the drama kicked off over a girl. Others claim it was money owed. But one thing's clear. That night, somebody pulled a strap, shots rang out, and people ran like the devil himself had shown up. Now here's where it gets crazy. After the incident, police claimed they couldn't confirm who was involved. Witnesses weren't cooperating. Surveillance footage was mysteriously corrupted, and Durk nowhere to be found. Like a ghost, he vanished from LA, went radio silent on socials, canceled appearances, and hasn't posted since. And just when it looked like things might blow over, bam, the 911 call drops. Now everybody wanna know who made the call. Some online sleuths believe it was a woman, a voice you can barely make out, whispering through tears, I don't know what happened. It was loud, they were arguing, then someone pulled a gun. I swear he was there, Durk was there, I saw him. Instantly, people started digging. Screenshots started circulating. One account claims the caller was a model who had been at the party, an up-and-coming IG influencer from Atlanta who was flown out for the event. She'd been seen on live earlier that day, laughing with some of Durk's associates. But after the shooting, her socials went dark. Zero posts, stories deleted, disappeared. Fans think she got scared. Some say she's in hiding. Others believe she was paid off, or worse. And here's the kicker, Durk's legal team hasn't responded to any of this. Not even a no comment, which is weird. Normally, when rumors fly, Durk drops a cryptic lyric or a moody IG story to shut things down. This time, silence, but not everybody's buying the silence. A few days ago, Academix went live, practically foaming at the mouth, saying, there's no way this just goes away. Too many people were there. Too many know what really happened. I'm hearing labels are scrambling to clean this up. And he might not be lying. Industry whispers say Durk's label is on full damage control, scrubbing mentions of the incident, pulling favors with blogs, and trying to erase the party from history. But this 911 tape messed all that up. And now, drama's snowballing. Because this ain't just about a party gone wrong. This is about old beef, folks say. Back in 2023, Durk had a quiet but nasty falling out with one of his longtime collaborators, a Chicago artist-turned-producer known as Devin "Heat Check" James. They were once inseparable, made hits together, toured, even shared lawyers. But then something went sour. Heat Check started posting subliminals. Durk unfollowed him. No one said why, but rumor was money and betrayal. Now guess who was spotted creeping in the background of that Calabasas party, in leaked footage that fans enhanced and zoomed 400%. Yup, Heat Check. And if you believe the streets, that party was a setup. Heat Check allegedly orchestrated the whole thing, knowing Durk would pull up, knowing tensions were already high. And some claim he wasn't alone. Word is, Heat Check could help. Another former OTF affiliate turned enemy, whose name we won't drop just yet. But let's just say, if true, this ain't just drama, this is war. And y'all already know what happens when Chicago street beef turns Hollywood. It never stays clean, but get this, just 24 hours after the 911 call leaked, another mysterious clip hit the blogs, a voicemail, garbled, low quality. It's a man's voice, almost growling, "You said too much. Now you gotta disappear." No names, no context, but fans believe it's a threat, sent to the same girl who allegedly made that 911 call. Now her name's being passed around. She's become the center of the storm. Some fans are worried for her safety. Others say she's lying for clout. But either way, the industry's watching. And then, Durk's baby mama posts a cryptic story. A black screen, just words, "Loyalty is rare." Betrayal comes with a smile. Fans lost their minds. Is she talking about Durk, the girl who made the call? Someone in Durk's circle? Nobody knows, but the timing was insane. Then, out of nowhere, another twist. A small-time LA rapper named Tycho Love, who nobody's paid attention to since 2021, goes live on TikTok and claims he was there that night. Says he saw Durk arguing with somebody in the backyard. Says he heard threats, gunshots, chaos. But here's where it gets sketchy. Tycho says he was too faded to remember who pulled the trigger. Real convenient, huh? Still, the internet ran with it. Tycho got 300,000 followers in 2 days, booked interviews, even dropped a diss track hinting that the voice been silent cause he got blood on his chain. That line alone trended for 6 hours straight. But not everybody's convinced. Some fans say this whole thing is a smear campaign. They say it's another attempt to take down Durk when he's quiet, healing, working on his mental health, maybe even planning to retire. But others say nah, this is the smoke before the fire. That this 911 call, it's just the beginning. Insiders are whispering about surveillance footage that might still exist, about phone records, about secret alliances forming behind the scenes. A blogger claimed the feds might even be watching, quietly gathering evidence while the blogs distract the world with speculation. And remember that girl who disappeared? Yeah, word is she might be planning to speak out. A close friend told a gossip page that she's considering doing a full tell-all on YouTube, under a fake name, face blurred, voice disguised. She allegedly wants protection, but also wants the truth out. If that drops, Hugh. Meanwhile, Durk's camp still ain't said a word. No statement, no IG post, just silence. And that silence, it's louder than words. But silence in the rap world is never just silence. It's a statement, it's strategy. And when it comes from someone like Lil Durk, whose entire persona is built on speaking the truth, holding down the streets, and never ducking smoke, it hits different. His fans are split, one side screaming, innocent until proven guilty, and another murmuring, nah, this too quiet, something's up. What's even wilder, people inside Durk's own circle started acting strange. DJ Bands, his longtime DJ and right-hand man, suddenly deleted all pictures with Durk from his IG feed. Gone, just like that. Then 2 days later, he posted a single story. A photo of a chessboard captioned, "Sometimes the king gotta sacrifice a pawn." Bruh, that sent fans spiraling. Was he calling himself the pawn? Was he saying Durk sacrificed him? Or was it a warning to somebody else in the crew? And then came another bombshell. A former OTF affiliate named Rico Glock went live on a burner TikTok account, face half in shadow, claiming, "Man, y'all don't even know the half. Durk been dealing with demons. Ain't nothing how it looks. Y'all think it's just one party. That was a trap. He walked into a setup and they trying to paint him like the villain." Rico's live barely lasted an hour before it got taken down, but the screen recordings spread like wildfire. He said names. He dropped hints about Heat Check, about a girl named Maya, believed to be the one who made the call, and even mentioned police involvement. Claimed Lapt knew more than they were saying, and that a cease and sweep was already in the works behind the scenes. Fans started speculating that the call wasn't just some random moment of panic, it was orchestrated, a move in a bigger play. Maybe Maya was being used. Maybe she was working with somebody who had it out for Durk. Or maybe she was just scared and did what she had to do. Either way, the internet turned her into a ghost story. Pages popped up calling her the witness, fan art, conspiracy videos. People breaking down her last known TikTok frame by frame, trying to catch reflections in her sunglasses, license plates in the background, anything. And then a voicemail leaks. Not from Maya, not from Durk, but from someone claiming to be on the inside. A guy's voice, disguised and robotic, left a chilling message on a gossip blogger's line. They were never supposed to be there at the same time. It was planned that way. If the footage gets out, everyone's careers are done. If the footage gets out, that line set the whole situation on fire. What footage? Who had it? Was it real? And what did it show? Next thing you know, TMZ posts a blurry still frame from what they claim is surveillance footage. It's dark, hard to make out, but it shows what looks like two figures arguing in a backyard. One has long dreads. The other is pointing, maybe a finger, maybe something else. Fans immediately screamed, "That's Durk." And it didn't help that the silhouette resembled the exact fit Durk had posted earlier that same night, a white designer hoodie and Amiri jeans. Same build, same energy. Still nothing confirmed, just chaos. And in the midst of all this, a new character enters the picture, Skye Monroe, a reality TV star from a Vihon series no one watched until now. Out of nowhere, she posts a close-up selfie, bruised lip, tear-streaked face, and the caption, "Prayers needed, truth coming soon." Number "They tried to bury me," fans connected the dots fast. She was at the same party. She had posted IG stories earlier that night with heat check, and rumor has it, she was once messing with Durk on the low, back in 2024. Now, what is she doing crying on the gram 2 days after the 911 call drops? Well, she went live and it was messy. Skye didn't name names, but she said this: "I saw a man I used to love transform into a stranger that night. I can't protect him no more. Not when people almost died. Not when they lied to cover it up." The chat blew up. Durk's name flooded the comments. Some called her brave, others accused her of chasing clout. But what stuck with people was the pain in her voice, the fear. The way she kept saying, "They lied, they tried to silence me." And just like that, the narrative shifted again. Was Durk the villain, or was he caught in somebody else's web? Because while the internet was eating up the drama, some folks were looking deeper. There's been whispers for a while now that Durk had been trying to leave the street-heavy persona behind. That he'd been planning to pull out of the rap game entirely by the end of 2026. Focus on real estate, business ventures, and being a father. If that's true, maybe somebody didn't want him to go clean. Maybe this was about more than a girl, more than money. Maybe it was about control. There's always someone in the shadows trying to keep the machine going, right? And then another twist. A leaked text thread hits Discord. Allegedly from someone in Durk's team. It shows panic. Messages like, "Shut her down now, and we can't let the cops see the other angle." The texts are unverified, sure, but fans went nuts. They broke down fonts, timestamps, everything. Some claimed it matched the texting style of one of Durk's road managers. The blogs couldn't keep up, and then after a full week of silence, Durk reappears. No words, just an Instagram post, a single photo, him sitting alone on a rooftop at night, city lights behind him, the caption. God knows, that post hit 1 million likes in 2 hours. Comment sections filled with prayers, snake emojis, fire, broken hearts, and demands for truth. And still no official statement, no interview, just vibes and tension. Meanwhile, Skye Monroe announces she's doing an exclusive sit-down with Candidly Cassie. You already know that episode finna break the algorithm. Cassie posted a teaser. A single clip of Skye looking dead into the camera, tears in her eyes, whispering, "He begged me not to speak, but I have to," cut to black. The internet stopped breathing. At this point, the narrative's no longer just about one call. It's about betrayal, about loyalty and lies, about what really happens behind those velvet ropes and gated mansions. How many secrets die in the dark before someone finally tells the truth. And let's not forget Maya, the mystery caller. A blog claims she's fled LA. Another says she's in Miami, under a different name. One wild rumor even claims she's being protected by someone in the industry, a major female rapper with ties to Durk's enemies. That part might be cap or maybe not, but as the pieces swirl in the air, one thing's certain: this story ain't going away. It's just getting started, and everyone's watching to see who breaks next. And just when people thought they had seen every twist this saga could offer, another jaw-dropper hit the net, a second 911 call. This one didn't come from the same voice. Nah, this time it was a man. Calm, deliberate, almost too calm. He said, "I'm calling anonymously, but I have information about what happened in Calabasas last week. The person y'all looking for, he ain't who you think. Y'all got the wrong focus." Lil Durk didn't pull the trigger, but he knows who did. Yo, what? That call, leaked to a little-known Reddit page and quickly picked up by the major blogs, added a new layer of confusion to an already messy situation. Now folks are asking, was Durk covering for someone? Was he protecting someone in his circle? Or worse, was he the puppet master behind the whole thing, pulling strings while keeping his hands clean? And y'all already know the streets love a mystery. Fans became full-blown detectives overnight. They mapped out the mansion layout, broke down the timeline, created 3D reconstructions based on live footage and stories. They tracked Maya's last ping on Snap Maps. They analyzed Sky Monroe's reflection in her tear-filled selfie to figure out where she was when she posted it. One fan swore they found the Airbnb listing for the mansion itself. They even claimed to have DM'd the host, who said, "I wasn't told who was hosting. I only saw D Banks on the payment." And just like that, another firestorm erupted. Because D Banks is Durk's real name, Durk Derek Banks, that could have been the smoking gun. Except now, all of a sudden, the Airbnb host's profile is deleted, vanished, like it never existed. You feelin' the pattern yet? Every time a clue surfaces, it disappears just as quick, and then all of a sudden, someone else speaks. Heat Check finally breaks his silence. He jumps on a midnight IG live, face blurred by darkness, cigarette lit, sipping Henny. He doesn't say names, but every word feels like it's aimed straight at Durk. "Man, I gave my soul to certain people, rode for them, put money in their pockets, kept my mouth shut for years. But loyalty, it ain't mutual. I ain't the villain, but I ain't gone stay silent either." The chat explodes. People beg him to spill more, but all he says is, "They know what they did. That night was planned. Somebody needed a fall guy and they tried to pick me." But the real shooter, look a little higher up the chain. Then he logs off. Gone. Cue the explosion. The idea that Durk may have set up Heat Check to take the fall, it split the internet right down the middle. Some said it's payback for the past, whispers of an old betrayal that was never made public. Others say it's impossible, Durk's not that cold. Or is he? The theory goes like this: Heat Check knew too much, maybe about money laundering. Maybe about a quiet deal between Durk and another Chicago OG that went sideways. Either way, somebody wanted him out the picture. So that party, a trap, a baited setup to either shut him down or catch him slipping. But then the twist nobody saw coming. Durk's brother, D-Thang Jr., enters the conversation. He ain't posted in weeks, but now he drops a story, a dark photo of him in front of a church with the words, "Sometimes family don't even move like family." That right there had the internet in shambles. Because for those who know, D-Thang was always Durk's backbone, his real-life twin flame, if he's hinting at betrayal within the family. That's deeper than rap. That's generational. That's Chicago pain resurfacing in Calabasas mansions. Now, the blogs start theorizing that maybe the incident wasn't even about Maya, or Heat Check, or Sky Monroe. Maybe this was about Durk versus D-Thang. See, a year ago, there was already speculation the two had grown distant. Different crews, different priorities. D-Thang was seen hanging with ops. Durk stopped shouting him out. The love was there, but something felt off. Now people wonder, was the party just a collision point? A place where the tension finally snapped? But before the internet can answer that question, another page leaks something heavy, an unreleased track. Allegedly by Durk, the snippet is short, just 45 seconds, but it's raw. And the lyrics, "I seen brothers turn ghost over loyalty / now they trying to frame me like a rosary / she made a call. Now the devil know my name / but I ain't running. I'm just done with the game." That's it. That's the post. Fans lose it. Half say it's fake, AI generated. The other half swear it's real. Durk recorded it the day after the party, never meant to release it, but someone in the studio leaked it. Durk's team doesn't confirm or deny. Again, just silence. But silence at this point is pressure, and the pressure's building. Industry insiders say brands are pulling back, endorsements are freezing. Label execs are panicking behind closed doors. Everyone's waiting for the next shoe to drop. And it does. Sky Monroe goes missing. Yup, you heard that right. Hours before her interview with Candidly Cassie was supposed to premiere, Cassie posts a cryptic tweet. "We had everything ready, she never showed. Her phone went straight to voicemail." Immediately, fans start searching. No one's seen Sky in over 24 hours. Her family posts a missing person alert. Cops won't say much, only that an investigation is underway. This ain't just messy now, it's dangerous. Cassie, being who she is, don't back down. She releases part of the interview anyway, just a clip. In it, Sky says, "They told me if I talked, I'd regret it, that people close to me would suffer, but I ain't afraid anymore." Then it cuts. Theories spin out of control. Some say Sky went into hiding, maybe under protection. Others say she was silenced. For real, Durk's name trends again. People begging him to speak, begging him to clear the air, to deny something, anything. But instead, he drops a new music video. No warning. Just a YouTube link posted on Twitter. Watch before they take it down. The video is surreal, shot in black and white, no chorus, just verses. He's standing alone in a field, rapping into the wind. The visuals show flashes of parties, blood on sneakers, a girl screaming in a hallway, a man throwing a phone into the ocean. It's poetic, abstract, but fans feel it. And the last line. I've been judged in silence by a world that don't know my soul. Fade to black. The comments are a war zone, half crying, half accusing, some praising his vulnerability, others calling it manipulation. One thing's clear, Durk ain't hiding. But he ain't confessing either. Now the feds are officially involved. TMZ confirms they've opened an investigation into the shooting. The mansion is locked down, witnesses are being called in, and Maya, she's still silent. But someone posts a blurry video of a girl matching her description, sitting alone at an airport bar in Atlanta, looking over her shoulder like she's being watched. The girl whispers into her phone, "I can't run forever." The clip goes viral. Now all eyes are on what happens next, because whatever truth is buried in this mess, someone's about to dig it up. And when they do, ain't no telling who survives the fallout. The fallout didn't wait. The minute that video of Maya at the airport surfaced, the energy shifted. Everyone could feel it. It wasn't just a scandal anymore. It was a ticking time bomb and the clock was running out. The comments on that clip, madness. Fans, ops, bloggers, even verified accounts started chiming in. She looking over her shoulder like she know too much. If Maya talks, Durk done for. Plot twist. Maya ain't even her real name. And then, within 24 hours, the video was gone, scrubbed from the internet like it never existed. Pages that reposted it got DMCA strikes. One blog posted screenshots of legal emails allegedly sent from a high-profile legal team representing a Chicago artist. You already know who people assumed that meant, but it didn't matter. By that point, it was too late. The damage was done. The name Maya had become synonymous with the truth, the missing piece. She was no longer just a witness. She was the wild card, the one who could crack the entire case wide open. And then it happened. Maya went live. Nobody expected it. No warning. No promo. Just a sudden Instagram live on a burner account with less than 500 followers. But within 10 minutes, there were over 80,000 people watching, including verified rappers, industry insiders, and even mainstream news pages. She didn't show her face, just darkness in her voice. Soft, steady, shaken but not scared. I don't care who's watching. I don't care who this offends. I have to say it. The chat exploded. She continued, that night wasn't random. That party, it wasn't just a party. It was planned. I was invited by someone I thought was a friend. I thought I was safe. But what I saw, what I heard, it changed everything. Then came the moment. She named him. I saw Durk in the backyard. He was arguing with Heat Check. It got loud, aggressive. Heat Check was yelling something about being owed, about being lied to. Durk kept saying, "You crossed the line, you crossed it, bro." Then someone else showed up. I don't know his name, never seen him before, but he had a gun. Silence. I don't know who pulled the trigger, but I know what happened after. Everyone started screaming. Running, I was pushed. I saw someone fall. There was blood. I ran, the comment section lost it. She kept going. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I didn't want to be involved. But when I turned on the news and saw they weren't saying anything, that no one was being held accountable, I couldn't stay quiet. Then she ended it with a whisper. They can't erase all of us. She logged off. The internet broke. Maya Speaks hit #1 worldwide. Fan theories turned into organized breakdowns. Blogs started mapping out the exact timeline based on her words. Some tried to discredit her, claiming her voice was too rehearsed, calling it a clout grab. But others, they believed every word, because deep down, something about the industry's silence felt off. Too orchestrated, too polished. And that same night, Heat Check disappears. No posts, no stories. His location tag from a week prior was gone. The apartment he was renting, empty. Neighbors said he left in a rush. Luggage, middle of the night. Now fans start connecting dots. Durk's people say nothing, but another bomb drops. An anonymous teepster sends footage to Say Cheese TV. Low-quality security cam footage, allegedly from the party's front gate. You can clearly see Durk entering the property around 11:42 p.m. Alone, hoodie on, phone in hand. Then 27 minutes later, another car pulls up. Heat Check exits. 2 unidentified men follow, one of them carrying what looks like a duffel bag. The footage cuts off. Say Cheese posts it. Captioned, "Exclusive." The timeline thickens. Eyes within minutes, it's reposted everywhere. People start asking, what was in the duffel bag? Why didn't the security cam footage get released earlier? Who's protecting who? That's when Cassie goes live again. And this time, she don't hold back. Y'all really think this is just about a party? This is about years of betrayal, secrets, deals gone wrong. I spoke to someone close to Heat Check, and they said he had dirt on multiple artists, not just Durk. This was about leverage, power, and that party, that was the endgame. She doesn't name her source. But she does confirm that Sky Monroe had been talking to the same people, that her missing status was no coincidence. She ends with this: "You silence one voice, but 10 more rise. This ain't over." And she's right. Because now, law enforcement finally makes a move. A spokesperson from the Lapt releases a brief statement. "We have reopened our investigation into the events of the Calabasas shooting, following new evidence and witness testimony. We urge anyone with additional information to come forward." Boom, that one announcement shakes the entire foundation. And for the first time in weeks, Durk makes a move. He posts a story, no caption. Just a short video of him in a private jet, staring out the window. Then he turns the camera around and says, "Y'all want the truth, you gon' get it." The next day, his legal team files a defamation lawsuit. Not against Maya, not against Heat Check, but against Say Cheese TV and 2 major hip-hop blogs. The claim: false reporting, misinformation, character assassination. It's a bold move and a strategic one. Fans say he's trying to flip the narrative, silence the voices before more truth spills out. But that only adds more fuel to the fire. And right in the middle of that fire, Sky Monroe is found. She resurfaces through her PR team, safe but shaken. No one says where she was or why she vanished, but she's scheduled to speak in a televised interview with a major outlet the following week. And you know that interview's going to send aftershocks through the culture. In the meantime, Maya drops another video, this time pre-recorded, face blurred, voice disguised. She breaks down the days after the party. How she was contacted by someone claiming to be from Durk's team, how they offered her money to stay quiet, how she refused. "I don't want clout," she says in the video. "I want justice." And she ends it with one final blow. "There are more of us, witnesses, victims, people who were there and know the truth. If something happens to me, their stories won't die." That line, that becomes a rallying cry. Blogs repost it, TikTokers remix it. Fans turn it into a movement, number truth for Maya. A pushback against the industry's silence, against the machine. Meanwhile, Heat Check still hasn't surfaced. The streets say he fled the country. That someone warned him to vanish before the case turned criminal. One anonymous source even says, "He got a burner phone and a fake passport. He ain't coming back till this blows over." But here's the thing, it's not blowing over. It's getting deeper, because now Cassie says she's got audio from inside the party, a secret recording from a guest who accidentally left their phone recording. Cassie claims the audio has voices, arguing, screaming, a gunshot, and someone saying, "Don't let him leave." If true, it could be the final piece. She says she's waiting for legal clearance before airing it, and as the entire internet holds its breath, one thing becomes clear. This isn't just about a rapper, or a party, or one mysterious 911 call. This is about the truth fighting to breathe in a world built on silence, and it's rising.